Such Nice Work. I'm Kendra, and today I'm going to show you the crochet projects that I have finished since I finished stuff for the fair and the things that I'm working on, and show you a bit of the crocheting that's been going on around these parts. I'm sitting on my porch again, so you may have nature sounds and or be able to hear my children screaming out the windows playing up in their bedroom, because they are right above me. Behind me, you can see my porch. It is on my list of things that need to be worked on. So you'll be seeing more videos about that coming up here hopefully in the next week or two. And hopefully it will look different than this very shortly. So, on to things that I have finished. This is a rug that I made. I bought a bunch of clearance peaches and cream at Walmart a while ago. By a while, I think it's only been a couple weeks, maybe a month now. But I got them all for $1 a ball, and then I just kind of put them together into colors and then projects. And I've been wanting to make a rug. I made a rug for the fair. This one I actually started before it, but I didn't weave in the ends. I didn't turn this one in for the fair because this was an odd shape. It's a rectangle, but when you lay it on the floor, it looks like a weird rectangle, but it actually fits perfectly on the floor in my bathroom in front of the sink without going in front of the drawer unit that's next to it. So it's one of those, it works right in the spot it's made for, but it looks weird elsewhere. So it just has, I held everything double, and it's just the 5 stripes. Super simple, and I really like it. I think it's going to work well, and now it's destined to find its way to my bathroom floor. I also have been trying to, I cleaned my craft room recently. There's a video of that on my YouTube channel as well. And I found I had a bunch of little scraps of peaches and cream and sugar and cream and whatever and cream, cotton dishcloth yarn. So I made my daughter out of, it wasn't really a scrap, but I made her a small dishcloth, which I posted on Instagram, because she does most of our dishes and she's been doing a good job, and I decided that a little dishcloth might work better for her, and she agreed it did. And all of the kids, in fact, like the small dishcloths, and they've all been trying to clean tables and clean dishes and do all these sorts of things now. There's tiny dishcloths to work with. So these will all be going into rotation. There's actually, I think I made 8 or 9 of them. And this is the stack I have left because I told them I wanted to keep them nice so I could show them on the podcast, and then they have been offing with them one at a time, conning me out of them, because I'm not really going to tell them not to clean things just because I need to show these on here. So I just used all the different little scraps I have. These are really, most people I think would consider this a coaster, and I've put a jar, a mason jar, a quart-sized one actually fits really nice on these, but they're perfect for little hands to get some good scrubbing. So this has a couple of different small scraps in the middle and then just purple around the edge. This one I think is the scrappiest one I have. I just used all the little bits that I had. This one is all the same print. I think this one's Clearview or Clearwater or something like that. I like these colors, but I just had just enough to do this size. This one in the middle is another one of my favorite peaches and cream kind of colorways. It's just, I like it in part because it's already kind of, the white is already a little beigey, and my water naturally does that to things. These are all a little, they are square. I just did the simple increase and then decreased style with single crochet, but they all kind of look a little wonky, but as soon as you get them wet, they've been laying out flat, so it's kind of they just need to be blocked, and these have not been. And then this, again, has a variegated middle and purple on the outside. And finally this one, which has a couple of different variegateds and then variegated in orange around the outside. So just a good way to use up all those little scrappy balls because I just can't throw them out. I mean, they're good yarn. So I found a good use for them. And I might actually, I think I'm going to just keep combining all my scraps again. I keep them all in a little pouch. And once I have enough again, I'll go and do another round of those because clearly we need more small dishcloths like that. Another thing that I finished are, we've been drinking smoothies a lot out of jars, because we do a lot of our drinking of things out of jars, and the kids, they condense a lot on the outside, so the kids wanted cozies. So I let them each pick their cotton yarn, and then I'm going to put up a video about how to make a custom cozy. But they rolled a die, and I've had a list with 6 stitches, and they just rolled the dice and determined their own pattern. So these are my oldest daughter. She picked like Christmassy art. This is Bernat Handicrafter, but she really likes the red and the green, so that's good. And then this, I want to say, is Lily's Sugar and Cream. This is my youngest son's. He picked this one, and these have already been used. I couldn't convince them not to till I could film, so this has already been used. They need to go in the wash. And then my middle son picked this one, which I believe is Peaches and Cream. So they turned out nice. And yeah, like I said, I will put up a video here shortly about like a tutorial how to make these. If you want another pattern, it'll be in that. And then we're on to just, things that I've been working on. I've been working on this Afghan. This is one ball so far of Caron 1 pound, and it's in like black or charcoal. It's the variegated that has the black and the gray in it. And I want to say this is like a wave ripple. I forget. But I've been working on it a little bit before the fair, and then after the fair I pulled it back out, and I put a progress marker in it where I was there. So when I posted the last episode of Such Nice Work, when I took my stuff to the fair, I moved my marker up to here, and I've done from here up to here since then. And that finished out my ball, and I've been too lazy to go dig out the next skein so I can move along with that. So for the fair, I made a set of placemats, and it only required 4, but we're a family of 5. So I made the 4 that matched and were nice, and then I took all the leftover bits of the colors I had, and I'm working on the 5th placemat, for me. So right now, it's just got brown, and then these were the leftovers I had of the coral and the like aqua, and then the variegated, and then just more brown. And I have since run out of what I had. I assume I'll just get more brown because I don't know that I can find these exact colors again. Since they were discontinued at my Walmart, I'm guessing they no longer exist there, and I'm not going to go on some like great hunt for them. So I will just get some more brown at some point, or I might just put this aside and wait till I have scraps from something else that kind of match it, and then finish it off. So this placemat is currently a work in progress. Right now working in cotton yarn is just kind of nice. I think it's because it's been so hot. It doesn't make my hands as sweaty as working with the other stuff. And then the last project I have been working on is this shawl that I'm making out of hand spun that I bought from, let's see, they are Straw Family Farms on YouTube. I believe the yarn is sold as RJ's QTs. They're the straws. Straw Family Farms. And it's their yarn that I got at Winter Wool Fest in Wamego. When I got home from doing the Sampler Festival in Winfield, Mother's Day weekend, I got home and I decided I needed to treat myself because it had been a weekend of hard work, and I decided to treat myself by getting to play with some hand spun, and I started this shawl. And I had 2 skeins that I had gotten at the Wool Fest. I had one that was all of this variegated purple, and then one that is like purples, greens, and yellows. And so I'm doing, the pattern's called Marion's Shawl, right? Marion Shawl, and it's from naturallycaron.com, so you can find it on Ravelry or through the Caron website, and it's pretty simple, but I've gotten all the way through the purple variegated, and now I'm on to doing the ball that has the green and yellow and purples in it. And I started in May, and again, I put a progress keeper in. After I filmed the episode for the fair, I was here. This is what had been sitting in my project bag. And I've done from the safety pin to the edge since then. So, it's moving along. It's kind of fun now that the yellow, when I first put the balls together and started in with the multicolored one, I wasn't sure that I was going to like my plan to put them together. But now that I knew I was going to like the green and the gold with the purple, and once it got to that point, I really like it. It's going to be huge, and it's going to be all snuggly, and I'm looking forward to being able to wear it. I think it's going to sit nice, and it's going to, obviously, when I I think once I wash it and it blocks out a little, I think it's going to be really like cozy and something that I can actually use. So this is kind of what I've been working on. Whew, it's warm out here. And I'm excited for this to, number one, be done, even though I'm really enjoying it. And I don't know that I have that much hands. I love working with hand spun. I don't know that I have that much of it left in my stash. Might mean I need to get to spinning some more. But that is what I'm at on that. The purple yarn was, I think this is supposed to say 488 yards. It's Cotswold wool. Cotswold wool. I can speak. And I forget what the next one is. But when I wrap this, I taken the tag had been tied to the end of the yarn, and so I just balled up the business card and wrapped the yarn end around it and made that the middle of my ball, because I hand wind my balls because I don't have a ball winder. So in the middle of this ball of wool, there is also a business card that will tell me how much wool was on it. Which seems kind of dumb to have wrapped in the amounts before I used it, but I actually had them as hanks until I started the project. So when I picked to do this project, I knew how much yardage I was working with. And I determined it was going to be an amount that I liked. And then I wrapped them into balls. So I'm not completely stupid. Well, sometimes. So we'll see what I come up with to work on in the next few weeks. My daughter has suggested that I finish a bunch of my projects that are in progress, which I think is a good plan, because I was looking through kind of my progress things, and I have several shawls and stuff that I would really like to be able to wear come the fall. So it would be good if I got them done in time for it to be cool again. So I might start on some more of that stuff this week, or I might do some more stuff in cotton or another doily. I don't know. We'll see what I come up with. But whatever I do come up with, I will come back and show you. Maybe next week, maybe the week after. We'll see. But I'll talk to y'all later. Bye!